Good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of My Last Slice of Cake. I hope everyone's doing great today. I just want to make a brief video, just letting you guys know how things are going so far. With my journey to a healthier version of myself. Now, I don't quite know what time it is right now. I think right now I got about 1 o'clock. Now, I woke up this morning around 7 o'clock, and I was about to go in my kitchen to make me some breakfast, and then I decided not to. I decided that I would practice fasting during the mornings, and I would also I would also get my body used to eating only 2 meals a day. At least until I lose a crap ton of this weight. So I woke up this morning at 7 and I made me a cup of coffee. I drank a cup of coffee and I drank me a bottle of water this morning. And then a little later on this morning, I drank me another bottle of water. So just to get my mind off of food, because today's my day off of work, I decided to get up and clean one of my vehicles. Now, the vehicle, it wasn't that bad, but I thought, you know what, it needs a little bit of cleaning. And the closest car wash to where I live is about a half hour away, so I decided to take that drive into town and go to that car wash and, run the vehicle through the car wash and use their vacuums to clean the inside real good. And then I decided to scrub down the interior real good just to make the interior look nicer and cleaner. And then when I got done doing that, I decided to just joyride around the area. And just for the fun of it, there were a couple of houses that were on the market for sale. So just for the fun of it, I decided to drive by those properties to see what they look like in person. And then I came back home and I started working on some videos. I just got done recording a video for my main channel, Andrew's Life. And now I'm recording this one for my new channel. So, and when I get done doing this, I'm going to go inside, I'm going to make me something to eat, because I have not had not one lick of food in my stomach all day. And then when I get done eating, I'm going to go work out. So anyways, today is the second day that, well, of course today's not over, but still, today is the second day that I have went without having any sweets. Like when I say sweets, I'm talking your real bad sweets, like your candy, your cookies, your cakes, things of that nature. So today is the second day that I have not had anything like that. And normally in the morning time, I'm used to eating a little bit of something sweet, rather it be some coffee cake, rather it be a piece of chocolate, rather it be a few cookies. I'm used to that. But for the last couple of days, I have not been doing that because, as I told you on my last video, I'm serious about losing this weight. I'm serious about becoming a healthier version of myself. In fact, the other day, somebody at my job offered me some cookies, and I politely told them no, which any other time I would have took them cookies and I would have ate them. So far, here's how things are going. I mean, for one, my body still does have that urge to eat something sweet. In fact, yesterday on my way home from work, I had the worst urge imaginable to just stop off at the grocery store on my way back home and buy me something sweet. I almost went to the grocery store to buy me a box of Pop-Tarts. And I'm thinking, okay, well, what's a couple of Pop-Tarts going to hurt? But I've had that mindset before. And 2 Pop-Tarts turns into a whole freaking cake. It's crazy, but for me it does. So I decided to fight against my urge and not buy those Pop-Tarts. So what I did instead was I went to my house and I cut me up a golden apple and I ate it with, and I sliced up the apple and I ate it with some peanut butter. And although it did help me, although it did help with my sweet tooth craving a little bit, it still isn't the same as eating a piece of candy or eating some cookies or eating a slice of cake. It's not the same. Now, for those of you that never dealt with sugar addiction the way that I have it, believe me, if you don't have it, if you don't have the, if you don't have a sugar addiction, congratulations. Consider yourself blessed. But unfortunately, I do, and I have to kick it. So, with that being said, and again, you're not going to hear anybody from the mainstream talk about sugar addiction, which, if you ask me, sugar addiction is every bit as bad, if not even, it's every bit as bad as addiction to illegal substances or alcohol. If you ask me, that's what I think about sugar addiction. Because just like illegal substances can end a person's life, too much alcohol can also end a person's life. Too much sugar can also end a person's life, like I said the other day. So, yeah. So even after I got done eating that apple and peanut butter, I still had a craving for sugar. I almost got up and drove down the street to the store to grab me a box of Pop-Tarts. But at the very last minute, I got to thinking to myself, hold up, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be losing weight. I'm supposed to be living healthy. I created this channel to help hold myself accountable for my unhealthy ways of life up to this point. So I decided, I can't do that. So what I did instead was I put down my keys and I went back in my house and I decided to go back online and do a little bit of research on a topic that I wanted to learn more about. I mean, it was not related to anything that I generally talk about on this platform. It was just a random topic that I wanted to educate myself more about. So I decided to just go ahead and do that. And I did that for an hour. And after an hour, I started getting tired. I started getting sleepy. My craving for something sweet, at least at that moment, went out the door. Now, when I woke up this morning, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My craving for something sweet came right back, and I got to thinking, man, I wanted, I wanted to go down the street to a restaurant that's close to my house, and I wanted to grab me a couple of big fluffy pancakes. Cause I got to thinking, man, them pancakes, man, I was able to taste those pancakes. I was able to taste them. I was able to smell them without even having any pancakes around. And then I got to thinking, no, I can't do that, man, because I got to be serious about this weight loss journey. I got to be serious with it. I can't be out here playing around like that. So again, I was going to go in my kitchen and I was going to, make me some oatmeal with some fruit, and I was going to make me an omelet with a bunch of vegetables in it, which when I get off this camera, that's what I'm going to be doing. But then I decided, you know what? I'm not going to eat nothing. All I'm going to do is I'm going to drink some coffee and I'm gonna drink some water, and that's it. I'm gonna resist my craving for sweets. In fact, I'm gonna take it a step farther, and I'm gonna resist eating a breakfast. Now, some people might say that it's not good to do that, but I figure for me, I'm gonna try it and see how it works. And I would say so far, it's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, yes, I'm super hungry right now, but at the same time, I feel good. I don't feel bloated. I feel energized, which is weird. At the same time, I feel good. I mean, despite me being super hungry, I also feel good. I'm not tired. I don't feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. Now, sometimes in the morning, for the first few hours when I wake up, I might have a lot of gas. But ever since I've decided to cut back on my sugar, the last couple of mornings I've been waking up, I have not been having gas. Like today, not to get too graphical here, but I've had a couple of uh, how do I say it? I've had a couple of bodily functions so far, despite the fact that I haven't ate anything since yesterday late afternoon. So at this point, I feel good. My body feels clean, and it's a feeling that I haven't had for a very, very long time. And I'm proud of myself for that. And I figure at least once a week, I'm gonna, I'm gonna set aside a handful of hours to where I'm gonna fast. Now, some people they might take a whole entire day and fast. I'm not sure I can do that. But if I can fast for maybe, like if I wake up at let's say 7 o'clock in the morning, if I can fast until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, for me that's pretty damn good. And one day a week I'm gonna do that. Now maybe just for shits and giggles, obviously on the day that I'm off work, I might fast for the entire day and just see how things play out. I've heard other people that did it, and for them it worked out pretty good. They felt better. Their body was cleaner. Maybe I might work myself up to I to where I'll be able to do that. But for now, like I told you guys before, I'm just taking it bit by bit, just one step at a time. I don't want to do too much and then get burned out and then be back to my bad habits again, which is what got me to where I am right now. I want to just take it, small steps, one step at a time. Be realistic about my approach to losing weight. But yeah, at this point, I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel energized despite the fact that I'm hungry. So I do believe that fasting does work. At least it's worked for me. Again, I'm not sure I can do it all day, but if I do it for a handful of hours, for me, I think it will help. And as far as, and like I said the other day, I kind of knew that I was going to have withdrawals from sugar, and I am having withdrawals from sugar. I mean, I am definitely feeling the effects of consuming less sugar. I mean, like last night, I went to bed with a slight headache, which to me is part of my withdrawals. And even today, like I said, even today, I had the worst urge for sweets. I didn't have I mean, my headache this morning, I woke up this morning, my headache got a little better, but it was still there. And even right now, as I speak, I got a little bit of a headache, but it's not super bad. I just consider it as part of my withdrawal. And I figure, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and have my withdrawals. I'm gonna just let things take their course, and in the long run, I'll be better for it. All right, folks, that's all I got for you guys. That's my update of how I'm doing so far with my new uh, way of life, I guess. Stay blessed. Catch you guys on the next one. And if you haven't done so, and you're interested in my journey to a healthier version of myself, subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, if you want to, you can also go to my other channel, to Andrew's Life, and subscribe over there. On that channel, I talk about all kind of different stuff. So, stay blessed. Catch you guys on the next one.